Welcome back to another Smokebox from BREALTV. You know what I'm saying? We up in here with my man ASAP Ant.
I'm hot like a stove. My jewelry so cold, she play with her nose. Look at my clothes. Look at my bitch, she got the white toes. She wanna live lavish. I took her to Paris, but I can't do marriage. My shooters, they savage. My shooters, they shooting, they pushing with caskets. Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying?
YG Addie.
YG Addie up in here, man. Hey, thanks for coming into the box. You know what I'm
thank
saying?
you for having me, bro. Like, I seen the interview with Joel Santana, West Side Gun, and I know you're a legend from doing this weed shit, bringing this weed globally to the world through hip hop. So it's an honor me being in here.
Oh, word up, man.
Sure.
And,
I'm a hip hop historian.
You know, as a fan of the ASAP mob, you know, it's good to have you up in here.
Of course, because Chase Infinite is the big homie.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I already know about the Soul Assassins, you feel me? Like, I'm a hip hop historian. I'm 26, but
Student of the game.
exactly. You know what I'm saying? So I do like the on YouTube looking at what's that, MTV rap interviews and stuff like that, you know what I'm saying?
And, you know, it's and it's good guidance to have a guy like Chase because he was in the thick of all that shit.
Yeah.
I mean, you know what I mean? And it says a lot about, you know, because it's all about sometimes like the people you have around you. They could either make you better or they can make you worse. They could give you guidance or mislead you to some bullshit. And I think sometimes, you know, you need, so, you know, some of us need that like guidance and that mentor.
Yes, sir, and give you some wisdom too. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, with Chase is not about money, hoes, and clothes. You know what I'm saying? Even though Chase is in the fashion, you know what I'm saying?
It's about the culture.
Exactly. Yep, exactly. Like, he gonna give you some game first before even giving the materialistic things and stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I
Teach
mean?
you how to like save your money.
Yep,
Do the right thing.
And I want to say this, you know, salute to my man Chase, because those are lessons from his cousin Bigger B, rest in peace.
Okay.
You know, who was also, you know, a legend in the hip hop game. You know what I'm saying? He put people on, you know, did the knowledge, all that shit, man. And
dope.
You know, but it's about you up in here, man.
For
so
sure.
you know, we lighten it up with you and shit. Now, originally you're from Baltimore, and you made the transition over into New York. How was that? You know, the difference between hip hop in Baltimore and New York is obviously hella different. But
Facts. Well, like, honestly, like, my mom's is like love music. Like, growing up, she dressed my brother in like crisscross.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? With clothes. You know what I'm saying? Like backwards clothes and stuff. So
she had y'all fly.
So by like 5 years old, it was watching cartoons, Power Rangers, or watching hip hop music videos for real. Like, I remember watching All About the Benjamins. I remember coming home from school and seeing Juvenile High video. Like, what the fuck is this? Like, this look crazy. I remember watching DMX, Locks, Lil' Kim, Money, Power, Respect. So like, hip hop always been.
It's been a part of your growth.
You know what I mean? So like, always been a fan of hip hop. You know, so like me coming to New York and stuff like that for us, it's about the same. But me being in New York, Baltimore for real, everybody really like down south artists,
right?
Versus the like up top artists. But me, as I got like maybe 10 years old, my first song I listened to was Jadakiss versus Beanie Siegel.
Yeah, that was a nice little back.
Yep. So me saying that, always like the up north wittiness of rapping. You know what I'm saying? Rather than stuff like, I still like Hot Boys and stuff, but I'm more up north.
But
So that's how I read.
Yeah, because there's you know, different, you know, hip hop rap music has different faces and shit. You know,
for sure.
So there's always those different styles, and you know, getting exposed to like the raw shit early from your parents, that's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
You know, you learn about the real hip hop shit, and then you know, you take from what you want from that and do your own shit.
Are you the first one in your family to get involved with music? Like, you know how you say your mom like was always like had music around you, but like sometimes you have a history?
Actually, my brother for real. So it's crazy. So I made my first little CD in 6th grade. My brother always been in music, right? So we had like a computer. We had Cool Edited. It's like a program that was on Windows.
Cool Edit.
Yeah.
That was the first.
Yeah.
I recorded my first tape on Cool Edit in 6th grade.
Crazy.
Yep.
It's crazy how the technology is fucking, you know, so much more different now. Like, you can put tracks together like
exactly.
that.
All you need is four things: a laptop, a mic, a headset, and like some sound. You know what I mean? So it won't be peaking, nothing like that. You good to go for the clarity, for real.
I'm gonna ask you a question. You just said that you were into the Baltimore. They were into the down south stuff, but you were into the more like New York shit.
Yeah.
Which strikes me interesting because you're a original member of the ASAP Mob, and the first shit I ever heard from ASAP Mob, I knew you guys were from Harlem, but you guys had a twist where you guys had the Chop the Screw shit in there, and you guys sounded real like you guys were fucking with the down south Houston
like
shit.
on the trap.
So how did that happen?
All right, that's Yams doing that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I really never had like a conversation with Yams about it, so I really can't really speak that much. But what Yams seen was this, what I think. He seen that when New York was going that at that time, New York really wasn't shaping the, you know what I mean? They really didn't have nothing. So it's like sometimes you got to be inspired by something else and bring it home with you, add your own twist to it. It's like the painters who out the day, they inspired by Michelangelo and that's created Basquiat. You know what I'm saying? Because if it wasn't for Michelangelo, it probably wouldn't be him. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So influence is to be taken and then make something original and make it yours. You know, so I think Yam seen that it's something unique that Houston had, and like 3 6 Mafia, that they're like unappreciated legends. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so it was like using that twist, we can bring them back in the same way and put the light on Big Mo. You know what I mean? Like, I never even heard of Big Mo until Yams said bump this song. Then I'm like, damn, he had that song with Mike Jones. They used to come on fucking MTV Jams back in the day. Yeah. You know what I mean? So it's like, hold on, you know what I mean? So I start interlocking with that, and then me liking the Hot Boys, I always like, okay, he want to unlock in that bag, so I'm gonna get back in that bag again. So it's really nothing to me get back into like the 3 6 Mafia way, you know? Because even back then, I remember bumping Slob on my knob back in the day, like at 7 years old, for real. I swear to God. I remember that Return of the Juice Man mixtapes. He had like 7 volumes. What's not OJ the Juice Man? I'm sorry. UCJ. Yep. Yeah. And people don't know, like, 3 6 Mafia got like over 100 mixtape catalogs.
Oh yeah, they did a lot of work.
A lot. So hell yeah, for real. This trying to be different, because the way rap was going 2011 wasn't really for New York, for real. For up north is like, it's cool, but they're really not checking for you, for real. So that's why I think Yams thought about it, for real.
Word up. Now, when you got to, you know, New York, and you started getting, you know, familiar with everybody and shit, you know, how'd you end up clicking up and making the ASAP Mob in the first place?
So it's like the internet before the internet. So my brother and Yams, they used to talk on the internet, like on a message forum, for real, like in 14, 15. Always been fly, like had like jerseys and stuff like that. So my brother used to take pictures of me, and Yams just took a liking to me. Like, your brother mad fresh, bro. You know what I'm saying? So as I got older, I got on the internet, I got on MySpace, you know what I'm saying? Had my own clothing brand called Marino Infantry. I'm wearing it right now. It's called Marino Goods. And Yams been had Rocky, been talking about him. So basically it was about a favor for a favor. You promote my music for me, you promote my clothing brand, you know? So this is about, I was 16, they 4 years older than me, so he was about 20 years old, so I waited till I got out of high school, I graduated. See, I go back to me always been a fan of hip hop now. I always kept like a 16, a fire 16 that I had. Right. Anybody who say, yo, rap something.
Kept it ready, yeah.
Like, because people don't know now, I'm 26 years old, but I come from the old generation where you had to write a lyric and you had to remember that motherfucker and rap that bitch in the mirror and make sure you had it locked and loaded, so when that time come, you ready to spit it. You know what I'm saying?
Like, so they said, if you stay ready, you ain't got to get ready.
Exactly. Right? So, mad random, let's go back to Stash House Freestyle. This is on YouTube. I had freestyle this joint, and Rocky had heard it like 2 hours later. He said, yo, you should rap. I was like, yo, I don't want to rap, bro. I'm good. I'm straight. And that's when I took it back home with me. I was like, fuck it, I should be a rapper. And before that, though, Rocky had wore my Marino Kush tee. It's mad random that we smoking weed right now, and I did like a Kush tee for real type shit. I did a Kush tee that said Marino. He wore it in the Peso video. This is the second video, and you know the second video he came out, everybody wanted to wear what he had on. You know what I mean?
Right,
So,
right.
Yeah, exactly. So I got the recognition from the clothing, but really when the rap, I really got down with ASAP Mob. Really when he said, "Yo, you should become a rapper, bro." And I was like, "What?" So it was like it's something like God put me with him for real. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like he connected the dots.
Put you where you need to be.
Exactly. Unexpectedly, bro, because I never dreamed about being a rapper though.
And you know, and from that, you know, you created the collective, right? Marino Infantry, right?
Yes,
which
sir.
is like clothing, it's recording, it's
Skate team.
skate
Yes, sir.
team, and you know, just doing all kinds of different entrepreneurial type
Yeah,
shit, right?
exactly. Yeah.
But you was always doing the clothing?
Yeah, cause all right, this is so crazy. All right, so Yams is the one who really put me on streetwear.
Rest in peace.
Yeah, rest in peace,
rest in
Yams.
peace,
Like
Yams.
that's my brother for life. Like that was like my best friend. Like that's the person that I share hotel rooms with when we go overseas on tour.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's the person that I'll be with 9 times out of 10. You know what I'm saying? If people looking for Yams and they can't find me, they know me and him together. You know what I'm saying? Type shit for real.
Up to shit.
Yeah,
right?
exactly. Facts. I'm so high, I forgot the question. I'm sorry.
Yeah, what was it? Nels? Did you ask that?
We was talking about the Marino.
The
Okay, I'm
Marino
sorry.
Infantry, yeah.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
All right, so Games put me on
Can we get the light real
streetwear.
quick?
Yes, I got you. All right, so he put me on streetwear. My friend was like, "Yo, this is where True Religion was popping." He said, "Yo, we should do jeans." I said, "Yo, bro, we can't afford jeans. We about 14 years old. How we gonna make jeans?" You know what I mean?
Right.
Boom, Stussy, Supreme, print tees and cost about nothing for real. You know what I'm saying? We
Yeah.
can't afford that for real. We get our moms to invest. You know what I'm saying? $200. You know what I'm saying? Type shit for real. So yeah, we had the clothing brand. We did the T-shirts. So we was popping in high school. I had a falling out with my partner for real when Rocky had worked the Peso video because he wanted to shut it down and do his own thing for real. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. He just didn't want to do Marino no more. I'm like, bro, we could have made $1 million, but I said to say this. I'm glad he did what he did though, because I figured if I would have made that money back then, I probably wouldn't have that money now and know what to do with it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I probably would be telling y'all a sad story now about
Right.
I had a clothing brand, blah. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like now, where is it now though? You know what I mean? I'm trying to revive it, come back. You know, so I'm glad he did what he did. So me always being a fan of like the culture, I just took with like I said, man, I want to do skating because skating really bridged the gap together. Skaters wear baggy clothes, skaters bump hip hop. Skaters is not bumping Linkin Park. You know what I mean? They straight bumping some hardcore, some deep.
Yeah, they like the raw shit,
yeah,
like you know,
exactly.
because a lot of them skate kids got into some fucking raw hip hop.
Yeah, exactly,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
Like they was skating to Onyx, Wu-Tang, you know,
For
or
sure.
Cypress Hill and the Beastie Boys and you know other shit that was like aggressive, not just punk, because
Yeah.
they listen to that shit too. But
Got you, for
you
sure,
know,
for sure.
that's you know, hip hop and skating, man. That shit has been hand in hand for a long time.
Exactly. So I seen what Pharrell did, and I'm like, shit. And
Skateboard Pete.
Yep. And my favorite movie is Kids for real. Like I always love that movie. It's
Yeah,
like,
they was skate.
yeah,
skating in that one.
my favorite scene is the blunt rolling scene. Like the way
In the house?
before that when they had the skate park.
There was some
Before
badass
they
little
beat the
kids.
guy with the skateboards.
yeah.
The way the guy captured them rolling the blunt, I was always intrigued by that. And it's mad random. The first time I ever smoked like some good ass weed with some purple haze. And I was 13 years old. And we put it in a strawberry Philly.
Nice.
That's crazy. And you know what? I fucked with. What really got me right now is when you were like at 14 years old, you were over here talking about making jeans and t-shirts and shit.
Yeah, facts.
And I can't honestly say at 14 years old I wasn't even like on that wavelength. And so it's good to see like the youth, like that's a young hustler mentality.
Yeah,
Thinking ahead, you know?
they're trying to get
14
some
years
money.
old?
Yeah,
13? Come
yeah.
on, bro.
Like we used to like back in the day for real. We used to try to go to it's something called, I don't know if I got a Sam's Club over here.
Yeah.
But we got something like a wholesale Sam's Club.
Yeah,
So we'll
we got-
get some stuff from to go take to school to sell. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
even back then when Dipset was popping, I used to go to Joann's Fabrics for real, like a little, get some paint. Cause they used to wear the Mesquite shirt with the paint on them, Dipset for real. I used to get some like some $4 paint, get like a $5 white tee, throw paint on it for real, and sell them in school. I remember selling like 4 of them, and I made like $20. Now 4 of them, and I made like $15 each off of them for real. So I always just had like a little hustler spirit for real, you know what I'm saying?
With the clothing.
Exactly, yep. For sure.
I gotta ask you another question.
Hell yeah.
Why is it called Marino?
Cause it just sound like a gourmet name. It just sound rich.
See, he's a Dolphins fan. And
Okay.
He was hoping you was gonna say because
I love football though.
Dan Marino.
I love football. Oh no. I love football, but really, Marino is like.
Were you just trying to go for like some Ferragamo type sounding shit?
Exactly. Cause like Marino, Ferragamo, Saint Laurent.
On some Italian, French type shit.
Exactly. You know, so it goes hand in hand for real. That's how I felt about it.
What about like as far as the label? How do you pick artists? Like what do you look for? You get so send you music, you listen. What is it?
Honestly, for like my bros that's outside, like all these people that like who with Marino Infantry now make music with, it just genuinely happened. Like I never linked up with them and said, "Oh, you fire, let's make music together." It always was something different. Like my boy Louis P, we got thousands of songs together for real. He threw out my 5 mixtapes I dropped last year. We met on some underworld shit, you know what I mean? And it just so happened that he rapped for real. I mean, he had to say, "Yo, I got a song with Gucci Man. Yo, what should I do with it?" And this back in the day. I used to coach him through it, like tell him, you know what I mean, he had made moves for real. And then we was always kept in contact, and 3 years prior, we just got in studio together and started making music. So it's like, it doesn't start from somebody sending me their songs and me fucking with it. It's like, I gotta like you personally.
Yeah.
And then we gonna make some music happen. You know what I'm saying? But it can't be forced. It's not, let's link up and get in the studio. You know what I mean? Let's link up and smoke some weed.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Let's play 2K together or something. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, sure. Anytime you go into the studio and knock some shit out, the vibe's gotta be there.
Exactly.
If it's just, hey, get on this track and there's no vibe there, it's just,
Facts.
it might be cool, but it ain't gonna fucking be that over the top.
For sure.
Word up, man. How do you like the Cali weed out here?
I love it. It's amazing. I'm in Baltimore, and Maryland, and DC is legal.
Yeah, which is legal now. Yeah.
So everybody be coming.
They're throwing 420 parties.
Yeah, they be having the Cali packs out there, but it's nothing like smoking Cali weed when you in California.
That's right.
It's just something about it. I love Cali weed.
What's your favorite Cali weed?
I'm with the flavors right now. I used to be an OG person, but the flavors got me. I say the Gushers.
I gotta say
the Gushers for sure. And I'm not gonna lie, the white runts right now.
The white runts
and the Canantique runts.
They got this other one called Grunts too right now.
I never had it.
That
I need it. I never
it's
had
flavor.
that one.
You dab too?
I had
You dab too?
I hate the dab. I ain't gonna lie. It hurt my throat. I used to like it though back then, but it hurt my throat, bro. It hurt my throat. It's too crazy.
It's something you gotta kind of like work your way up to.
Yeah, exactly.
You ever think about getting in the weed game? Like doing
I do. I want to do Marino Infantry weed. Yes, I really want to do that. I'm just looking. I don't know where to find. I don't know where to go at with it for real.
Well, we'll steer you in the right direction.
Okay, please.
Hey man, I want to thank you for taking the time for jumping in the box with us, man.
No, thank you, bro. It's a pleasure, man. Like I'm rocking with the legend, bro. The first time I found out about you, I don't want to say nothing negative, but first time I found about you was the Beef DVD.
Yeah,
that's why I know about Sucker. I said, they do not play no games out there, bro. They just with the shits. Like, I seen that Marsh Pit, them fighting, like, hold up. And I seen y'all performing that. I was looking, mad random. I was looking at y'all performing at, what was that, Festival Woodstock.
Yeah, Woodstock.
I seen that. It was fucking crazy out there. And everybody smoking weed. And I heard about Alchemist came up with y'all guys, too.
Yeah, he was up there at Woodstock. He was like 13.
The cameraman, something like that. Like, I do my history on y'all, like, you know what I'm saying?
13, like 14 years old at the time. He was one of our projects.
He was like the person that would play with the little Buddha that was inflated back
and he was crate digging back then with mugs.
Fire,
hey, man.
Hell yeah.
That's what's up. Student of the game.
Yes, sir. Appreciate it.
Hell yeah, yes, man. Word up. Let them know where to find you.
ASAP and YG Addie. YG Addie at Instagram, Twitter. I dropped 5 mixtapes all last year. I'm just trying consistently working and plant my feet, and I want to push the sound forward and push the sound backwards. I'd rather take the ladder steady than starting up at the top. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't want to be the microwave. I want to slow cook.
That's right.
For sure.
That's a great analogy, man. Hey,
Thank you.
Leave comments, subscribe to the channel. Fuck with my man, you know what I'm saying? YG Addie, you know what I'm saying?
Sir. Smoking good.
That's right. It's been another Smokebox. Stay blazing. One.
Got the heart of a lion, soul of a titan, mind of a genius, fly with the height. All your senses is senseless, resistant, relentless. It's what they call you when your grind is endless. Let's get this.
They say I'm psycho, I move weight like lipo. Got a big crib like Michael. Out the window.